Start screaming. Oh boy. What is going on? It's another edition of the Dumpster Fire. With us we have special guest KTO. How many subs do you have now, KTO? Is it like
What's up?
How many
I don't know if you're gonna do a longer intro. I just hit 400K.
Wow.
So
Nice.
it's 408 now, I think. Thank you. Yeah, the 1 million grind is feeling real. Starting to
Dude, you're 4/10 of the way there, man. That's like
4/10, yes.
Hey, you're further than all of us, man. That's all I'm saying. I think I'm nearing 300K. 5 points. Are you at 200K yet?
I am going to hit that probably today or tomorrow. So
Nice, man. You should celebrate.
I should celebrate by getting high. But
Just like in Dallas.
yeah, like every day.
Oh,
Or
just
when I
like in
was-
Hamilton. Dude, you should have seen him in Canada. He was pretty much baked the entire damn trip.
I bet.
It's legal there, man.
Yeah, his
Yep.
first words were, "Where's the dispensary?" Because it's legal up there.
So we also have Paul Feinstein with us. He's going to do some color commentary on the games. What I want to do now, since we
Hey
have-
guys, what's up?
say hi to the crowd, everyone.
Hello, Dumpster Fire.
What's up? So the way it's going to work today is that so many cash considerations have accumulated, obviously, and we love all of you. But since KTO is here and we want to, if we want to respect his time, Mr. Big Shot, 2/5 of the way to.
I got time. Don't worry about
All
that.
right. So, but I do want to try a different where we go and do the tier ranking, so you guys can get your nut off first, and then we'll read the Snapchats and try to get out of here before 10:30. But hold on, let me make myself a little bigger here. But yeah, man, it's a good times. Oh man, my shirt is not vibing with the green screen, but we're not. It's too late to change it.
Just
All
go
right.
shirtless.
No, we don't need that. We don't need that.
Yeah, all right. You're on mute, Paul. That's if I want to go shirtless, I'll go shirtless. All right. Look at this physique right here. Look at this.
Demonetization activated.
I don't work out 6 days a week to look the same. Dude, you ever wonder how many of you have ever seen like a dramatic transformation in a gym of a person? Has anyone ever seen it happen?
In real life?
Yeah.
What about the opposite? Like he used to be in shape and then it like all fell apart.
I've seen that
Oh,
with
that's-
women.
I saw that firsthand.
Yeah.
That was me when my metabolism decided to become an adult and I gained like 50 pounds in like 2 years.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
As I said, I've seen it personally from one end to the other, and then one end to the other. I yo-yo like crazy.
I've never seen a big person just turn into a skinny person. Maybe with maybe over the course of time with jujitsu, but I've never seen a person just motivate themselves and get in shape. Like
I mean, it
I watched
takes a
my
while.
Uncle go from like 400 pounds to like 250.
Nice.
And to see the difference, it feels weird.
You need
It's like
to
a
do
different
that.
person.
You need to do that DDP yoga is what you need to do. That Diamond Dallas Page, buddy.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't see those videos of some morbidly obese person and then just starts doing yoga after a while and then he turns into a less morbidly obese
No.
person. It's inspiring. All right, so I got the Tiermaker behind me. Here we go. And we're going to talk about we're going to go through each game individually and rank the two teams. So guys that did put in the snapper chats, please be patient. If you do drop a $50 Snapchat, we'll read that right away because we want you to keep those coming. But we're going to do the Tiermaker first, and then we'll talk about all the shit that happened. So first game of the week, Thursday night, Buccaneers and Panthers. And it was an ugly, ugly game. So,
Oh yeah,
so where
Fitting
do
of
you...
Thursday Night Football.
Yeah.
absolutely.
The-
The shield is proud.
These two teams were amazingly mediocre. So the tiers I did were Super Bowl, division winner, wild card, false hope, and dumpster fire. I'm thinking that Tampa Bay for sure is a dumpster fire or a tank.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. They only won because Carolina's offense was awful.
I don't know if
Cam
you could put him
Newton,
that
it
low.
looks like Carolina killed him.
You want to bring him up to false hope?
I think they're a false hope because you look at Miami; they're not as bad as Miami.
That's true.
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree with that. They were able to trip into a win while Miami can only trip into more agonizing pain.
Like the Buccaneers can make plays every once in a while. I don't see that with Miami at all.
Yeah,
and they at least have a decent defense.
Jameis limits the turnovers. They could be something, but that's the key.
Well, where do we put Carolina?
Unless you add a category for the Dolphins, like specifically, you got to put. I feel like both of them in false hope because Cam Newton's not getting it done.
Okay, how about that? I'm gonna add a Dolphins tier, like because they are on their own tier.
Just call them the Lolfins. Like they're an embarrassment to football.
They're an embarrassment to, and then they traded Minkah Fitzpatrick. But
that's a different story entirely.
Where do we put Carolina? Because fucking Cam looks bad, dude. Cam looks really bad, and it's sad because
Carolina killed him.
All right,
look, dude. He hasn't been the same since that Steeler game where they crushed him.
Hold on. So he decides to drop 100 on us.
Oh, fuck. You asshole. He's probably dancing because he has a kicker in Chicago for once.
And he says, Eddie Money did not die. He simply moved to Chicago. Give your balls a tug. Hey, Shorzy. Hey, give your fucking balls a tug, eh? So,
hey, your offense still sucks.
So we met Hiei up in Toronto, and we had a great time. Thanks for the $100 fucking donation. Starting off the show right there. God damn. And Eddie Money, one of my favorite, because Eddie Money is one of those ugly guys that just got laid because he made music, you know, and he was just like, hey, take me home tonight. And I'm like, if you couldn't sing, you would never get asked, but you're Eddie Money, man. Like,
don't worry, if you have charisma, you can find a way.
Is that how you've lived your whole life?
Nah, not really, but I'm saying
that's how I've done things. That's how I've done things. All right, where do we put Carolina so that we can try to get this done by like 9:20?
But dude, couldn't you tell that like, you know, this
dumpster fire
YouTube stuff brings up all the ladies? Doesn't it get them all wet?
Oh, yes, it does. Yeah,
exactly.
When you tell women that you're a professional YouTuber. I think, I'm going to put Carolina in the dumpster fire / tank.
Because I didn't see anything good attributing to them. Their defense was bad. Cam is looking dead. At least with the Bucks, they have a decent enough defense where they could actually hold an offense.
I do have a question. What was with that 4th down play by the goal line? Why do you go into a gadget wildcat like trickery play?
Because Cam.
Yeah.
No, I mean they ran it to McCaffrey, which is the right idea. But why do that? Why don't you just try like
they didn't even sell it very well. Cam's on
exactly.
Yeah, well, that's
like
the problem
3
with gadgets. Yeah, you got to sell them. I think the problem is really what would happen 4 years ago. You put the ball in Cam's hands.
Oh, and you ram it up the gut.
Right, but they're afraid if he tries to ram it up the gut and his shoulder blows up. So if you're a defensive coordinator, you're like, I know they're not going to give it to Cam, so we can just we can take out the middle. We don't even need to
It's not even with his his shoulder, it's his foot. He re-aggravated it like at the game apparently. He's immobile, he's wildly inaccurate. He just looks like Andrew Luck after they put a hatchet job into him in Indianapolis.
He's the next star to retire, don't you think?
Get close to it. I mean, look at his fashion sense. I think there's already something falling apart there.
Oh my God. He's wearing a babushka. All right. Cardinals, Ravens. So the Cardinals have looked competitive in their first 2
I'm honestly surprised.
I'll put them in still dumpster fire tank category, but that can change. I'm not a fan of their defense.
I don't like their defense either.
Vance Joseph, no.
Mm-hmm. I'm under false hope, in my opinion, because of Kyler Murray and Johnson.
This is even worse. Sorry. I'm trying to mess with my shirt so it doesn't... Oh, there we go. It's not transparent anymore. Sorry. I don't think they have false hope. I think they're going to continue to tank. I think even if they start winning, they have to start losing. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, but I think they're gonna go above tanking into that mediocrity tier.
How did they stay in
Don't
that
see
game?
it.
I didn't really watch. I watched like Lamar Jackson highlights. I didn't watch that game really.
Dude.
They put in like they had yardage, but the problem was like you were on 4th down and goal in the 5. They kicked field goals. And it was like 4th and short. I don't get that. You're supposed to be this aggressive, high-octane offense, yet you go for conservatively kicking field goals when you're down by 10, 15 points.
Yep.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Because they are tanking. That's why. I'm liking the Ravens for the division now, honestly, after 2-0.
I agree with that.
Yeah. And
I don't agree with that.
I mean,
okay,
to be
Cleveland,
fair, I want to see more out of Lamar Jackson because he's played 2 cakewalk opponents.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They're not proven yet. They're probably the best team as of right now.
Well, nobody's technically proven in the AFC North still.
Yeah.
That's why you can't give them the division. That's what I'm saying.
Touche.
All right, we got Chargers and Lions. The Lions somehow beat. Now, the Chargers should have won this game. They had about 8 touchdowns called back. Stupid penalties.
They played us like a damn fiddle.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. 2 missed field goals, a fumble in the 1-yard line, 2 picks, and I think 1 or 2 plays called back due to penalty.
So I'm going to still say that the Chargers are in the wild card, even though that was a bad loss. Don't get me wrong, but those are things that you start to correct by the end of the year. So
I agree.
And I'm going to put Detroit in the false hope category. They are 1-0.
Oh, Detroit is always false hope.
Yeah.
They're lucky they're not 0-2.
They are undefeated. Oh, fucking A.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
Wait,
man.
come on, dude. So now we have a new record. That was almost
I think
nail
it's
romper.
a tie. I think somebody did.
Yeah,
I think someone
Jake
did
Bazell
200
did.
one.
Did 150, but holy shit.
Did Jake Bazell do 200?
People are just do. I think it was 150, but like, dude, like
All
they're
right.
just doing this to get reactions now.
Read this one for me, Tree.
Give me 1 second, sir. All right, from Jared Brussel. You Tree, for this much I expect my adventures of Captain Fat Fuck to be in the next days of our Steelers. Also, who do you think is the most overpaid QB in the NFL? Very salty Vikings fan. Said those ships on the salty seas of my tears to Loserville.
Tear falls down face.
Overpaid. You
Placito.
can make the argument there for Cousins. You can make the argument for Stafford, Rodgers, even.
Eli Manning is very overpaid to be sitting behind
dude.
Daniel Jones.
He was
Eli
good
Manning, you're paying him for his past performance.
Yeah.
It's sad. We'll get into it. I know a lot of snapper chats have been referenced Eli, but let's look at the next game. Colts Titans. Colts have actually been okay with Brissett. Like you would think that maybe the Colts would be interested in Eli Manning, but they're like, we're 1-1, we're fine. Like Brissett has not been terrible.
Said I didn't think they were going to be trash. I thought they were going to be more like 7-9, 8-8, 9-7. I think they'd be around that category.
I think the Titans underachieved more than the Colts won that game. Because the Titans did underachieve in that game.
Well, the Titans go out and whip the shit out of the Browns in week 1 and then just shit the bed against the division rivals. So
Did anyone see that 2-minute drill?
It was
That was horrible. You spike the ball on 1st down. You make a short pass on 2nd down. You spike it on 3rd down. Then you try a pass on 4th down. Whatever happened to trying to run the ball out of bounds? What happened to fast-paced play? That's not how you do a 2-minute drill.
No, that's how you do it in Mike Vrabel's mind.
Yes. That's Mike Vrabel's execution level right there. And
That's the castrated offense?
Yeah.
Heard that.
I think both of them are false hope right now. So I'm not ready to crown they ass. But it was a weird week. 49ers and Bengals. Oh my God. The Bengals are a tire fire right now. They are definitely in tank mode.
They
I
were.
think we can all agree
That
on
any hope they had week 1 is gone. I can see Flemlow just drowning himself in Bud Light and bourbon.
He didn't even
as
say
we
anything
speak.
on Twitter during the game, did he?
No,
I don't know. I didn't
This
see
is
it.
awful.
He crawled into his bear pit.
Yeah,
and
someone
just
should check
cried.
on him. I haven't heard anything from him.
Yeah.
Are the Bengals playing the Dolphins this season?
I think, they have NFC North plays the AFC East. So, yes.
So, yeah, that's going to be your heavyweight tank bull.
No, your heavyweight tank bowl is going to be Jets Dolphins.
Oh gosh, the Jets
On their
are
third string,
so
yeah.
bad. Oh my!
The
Actually,
Jets are awful.
but the Jets can actually play.
That was the
defense.
worst team I've ever watched
Wow.
against the Browns.
But they can play
I'm not saying
defense though.
And they have Le'Veon Bell.
Well, they also were without Quinn and Williams and CJ.
Exactly. They're missing half their team.
Where do we put the damn Niners? False hope? I think so.
I say wild card.
False hope to wild card for now. I want to see how they do against the Steelers first.
They're 2-0, dude.
Because last year kind of fooled us because they were injured by week 3.
It's going to be tough for them to get that wild card. I mean, you could have 3 out of the NFC West, but, the Eagles are going to be there. Like, it's going to be tough. I'm going to put them in the fall.
As I said, it's make or break for a lot of teams in the NFC.
Yeah. Yep, I agree.
All right, Jaguars and Texans. Jaguars have looked good in both, despite
that last drive was so sick.
Yeah.
That 2-point conversion was
the stupidest thing ever, but if they would have got that, Minshew would be like have a statue outside of Jacksonville right now.
Minshew ain't too bad. I think he may have some promise.
The brokerage.
The one thing I'll say about that 2-point conversion, even though I disagree with the play,
so close.
They gave it to the right player.
No, what happened was, why are you doing a handoff out of shotgun?
Okay, that's true.
And Fournette was not doing well.
Fournette is averaging like a yard a carry so far this year, it feels like.
Yeah. The Jags don't even like Fournette. I feel like they've been trying to trade him for 2 years.
Yeah.
Let's put them in false hope for now.
Yeah, I say put false hope.
The Texans are legit division.
I'd say
if they can get a line.
Who's going to win that division? Come on, it's got to be the Texans.
It's going to be the Texans, but if they want to do anything else beyond the division, they have to get a line.
It's not even a line. They have to get a coach.
Yeah. Bill O'Brien is such trash. He's such trash.
Do you think Tim O'Brien is fired if they don't win a playoff game?
I don't even know because they have like unlimited reliability. It depends if they poach like that Patriots guy.
They could win a playoff game and fire Bill O'Brien if somebody good is out there. All right, Packers, Vikings. Packers come out of nowhere and are 2-0
again,
and they're looking like a division winner.
I'm not super sold on the Packers. They're too inconsistent offensive. After the first half, they completely just went flat.
True. It was really Kirk Cousins that won that game for the Packers.
It was Kirk Cousins. It was field goals. It was just Viking miscues. That's what won.
The Viking pain of misery. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put the Packers in the wild card and put the Vikings at false hope when you paid all that money to Kirk Cousins and he's not getting the job done. You're fooling yourselves.
The comparison I've heard is Herschel Walker without giving up the picks.
Oh my god. Cowboys, Redskins.
At least Dalvin Cook is not bad.
Cowboys look like legit division contenders right now.
Those guys
they're cakewalk opponents, but they look pretty solid.
The question is,
guys, don't say this. I live in Texas. They're gonna feed off of this. They can hear it in the distance.
Oh, don't worry. They're gonna do that no matter if they're 4-12 or.
Nah, I'm gonna put them at division, and I'm gonna use my bias to not. But they look like Super Bowl contenders. They do. But they remember
that it's the same thing with the Ravens. I want to see them against better competition. But they
same.
I trust Dak more than I trust Lamar in big games.
I trust Lamar.
That's a scorching hot take. I'm not a crazy Dak fan. I like Lamar.
I would put in my phone.
Lamar's more exciting
before Dak.
He's like more Michael Vick.
All right, let's put the Redskins.
Lamar's more exciting, but man, Dak's something.
Redskins are tank for sure, don't you think? For sure.
Yeah, they're tanking. They're a mess.
Yeah, they're
Seahawks and
Case Keenum's doing well too. That's the sad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Seahawks and Steelers. Seahawks looking like wild card now.
Wild card.
Yeah, for sure.
So I said they were my dark horse this year.
Now this is what I want to hear though.
It was in between Dallas and Seattle for the playoffs for me.
What is Tree's assessment of the Steelers right now?
They are false hope because they think they can still compete. Even though they're out their quarterback, they traded their first round pick for Minkah Fitzpatrick. Now, this is the epitome of high risk, high reward. Because if you're bad and Mason Rudolph is not the future, you've given up a top 10, maybe top 5 pick for, a safety. But if Minkah Fitzpatrick is a transcendent talent and is as good as they say, it's a steal. Because it doesn't matter if you give up a top 10, top 15 pick. You have Minkah Fitzpatrick for the next 3-4 years.
Well, I think. Go ahead.
I think I actually have some perspective on Kyle Rudolph because I live in Texas and we're near Ohio State. He was a pretty good quarterback in college, and
I saw him when he played Pitt a couple times. He torched the Panthers.
Mm-hmm. I think he could. I think he may, especially with learning under Roethlisberger the previous season. I think he could actually carry this team.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. The offense looked a hell of a lot better under Rudolph than Ben.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's alarming. I think the thing is, like, whatever happens with the Steelers, you're not in a bad position, because if you tank and you go really bad, like, you're gonna get a high first round pick. And
the first round pick is Miami. Probably.
Oh, unless it's gone. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Sorry, I just
put my nose
on camera. They can't tank.
They're not going to tank. It's not the Steeler way to tank.
That is serious false hope territory. All right, Bills, Giants. Bills. Ooh, the Bills. The Bills can play defense. They're 2-0. Are they a wild card team like I predicted?
They were my dark horse. I feel like, as I said, it's the fringe wild card right now.
I wouldn't say fringe. I think they're safely there. And the Giants are almost at the Dolphin level, but I'm going to put them at
they're dumpster fire.
They're done.
I mean, you're at least starting Daniel Jones, but it's going to be another long year.
And at FP, I want to play devil's advocate with you as a false hope Giants fan. The offense is going to get better now. The defense will no longer be on the field as long, and they'll be better.
No. The defense is trash.
No. It's going to be still trash. It's still going to be trash, and they're going to play much better competition as the season goes on. And this is the formula the Cowboys played with for a long time. Well, if I make our offense better, our defense won't be on the field. You're still crap.
Yeah, they might win 2 games. So this next one's easy. Patriots and Dolphins. Patriots Super Bowl.
They're Super Bowl right now.
Are the Patriots going to go undefeated is the real question.
No.
I don't know about that.
They're going to face one of their ex-assistants at some point, and they'll beat the shit out of them because they know how to take away the cheating. Like, they'll hide their signals or come up with entirely new signals for the game.
But speaking of the Dolphins, can we start relegation in the NFL and maybe bring up the Apollos and just replace them? Literally, it's the same area, so the NFL will lose the market.
The best professional team this year, football-wise, are the Orlando Apollos.
Yep.
Yeah. In Florida.
Or the Florida Panthers.
Clemson could beat them right now. I love those hot takes when someone's like a college team could beat a pro team. Shut the fuck up. No. All right.
Alabama, maybe.
Yeah, I didn't hear that bullshit for 4 years.
They would
with
get
Alabama against the Browns.
No.
The Browns, I think, could have actually. These Dolphins, I think they would actually lose to a college team.
At this rate, they are a glorified college outfit. Who do they have? Maybe. Xavier Howard, Kenyon Drake.
They just got rid of their best defensive player.
Maybe Mike Gesicki, maybe.
Yeah, but it's still grown men.
Yeah,
that's true.
College kids.
Until they trade them all.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Chiefs and Raiders. Chiefs definitely in the Super Bowl tier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mahomes is a cheat code.
Raiders are either false hope or tank. What do you think?
That's
I'd say false hope.
False hope.
False hope.
Because nobody could have beaten Mahomes that day.
No.
False hope.
Now the question is, Rams, are they looking like a Super Bowl team again?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp is back. That's the most important thing.
They're still trying to get up to speed.
Now the real question is, what do the Saints do? What happens to them? Teddy Bridge has not played in a couple years. And
Taysom Hill at quarterback.
Oh, did Brees get hurt?
Yeah, he's out for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, they go from division Super Bowl to fringe
wild card.
Yeah, it's, as I said, last year was their shot.
I'm going to still put them in the wild card, but they could be knocked off of that.
Because here's the thing. The Falcons are underachieving and / overachieving, depends on who they're playing. And Carolina is garbage. And Tampa is mediocre. So someone's got to play second, and then who's really going to kick them out?
And to think 2 years ago, that was the strongest division in football.
Yep.
All right, the Bears got gifted a win. Okay,
they played like shit.
Honest.
Their offense is fraudulent.
Right.
Here's my question: you have these great running backs in Montgomery and Tariq Cohen. Why aren't you using them?
Because they're trying to develop Mitch Kiss and titties.
Yeah,
they're not even developing him. It didn't even have 100 yards till that one pass.
How can
now everyone thinks he's a good quarterback? Because oh my god, he threw a pass. It's like you're going to ignore the 30 other attempts he had.
I have a really hard time putting them as the division winner when they've beaten the Packers, Okay,
No,
then
the
that
Packers
means
are
that
gonna
the
win the
Packers
division.
become the division contender right there because
they're a complete team compared to the Bears. The Bears have no
Here's the
offense.
thing.
Bears have
Let's make a
major
new
trouble.
rule.
They're the 06 Bears again.
Yeah.
Great defense and very, very suspect offense.
Yeah. Let's just put Green Bay and
Without Devin.
Chicago in both of them in the wild card, and no one wins the division. Let's make it that. That sounds fair.
Falcons, Eagles. Falcons really pulled a number on them. I was very surprised by that. But are they the class of that division now?
No.
They're so inconsistent, it feels like.
Yeah.
And their issue, too, is like they almost blew it. They shouldn't have, Philly shouldn't have even been in that game.
I think wild card is at max.
Yeah, but then now that moves the Saints up to the division because, yeah, even with Brees out, they still have a good team, but they got the shit kicked out. Well, I don't know. It was against the Rams.
It was the Rams. The Rams are that good.
Yeah. All right, what do you do with the Eagles? They just had a shit game. Do you put them in the wild card too?
Yeah, put them in the wild card.
They're injured to shit.
No, that's
and Carson Wentz did not look good.
Yeah, they are.
Here's the thing: you've lost Jernigan, you've lost Corey Clement, you've lost Deshaun Jackson. All Sean, who knows what happened with him? Dallas Goedert.
Oh, we forgot to put the Broncos in false hope. Sorry about that.
Yeah, or we could put them in dumpster fire just for Perna.
All right, Jets. You know that they're tanking for sure.
They're a dumpster fire. They are garbage.
They're back to dumpster fire.
And that leads us to the Browns. Oh my goodness.
KTO, I leave it to you.
Yeah. No, really though, I've been a Browns fan for like 20 years, and I've never been more disappointed after a win in my entire life.
They did not look good.
I'm normally excited just to win, but it was like the ugliest 20-point win you'll ever see. And
like, the Browns have not really been full strength.
They're false hope right now because they have Nick Chubb and no other running backs. So if Nick Chubb goes down, they're screwed. They don't have much depth overall with a lot of injuries on offense. Their O-line is spotty at best.
I did not realize how much of a loose cannon Baker Mayfield is.
I don't know what's going on with him this year. He's
trying to force
freaking out everyone. Yeah, there's something people were talking about. The new OC Monken came in and some of the stuff is confusing him. Zone defenses are throwing him off. I don't know what it is, but the Rams are going to. I'm worried this week because the Rams on Sunday night going into Cleveland, it's gonna be a tough game because they have not played anyone like the Rams in Baker Mayfield's era. That's just gonna be. I mean, with the O-line's problems and Aaron Donald lining up against those tackles, I'm scared, dude.
Oh, KTL, let me ask you, do you think OBJ is making Baker too cocky?
I think it's kind of that problem with a lot of quarterbacks. When you get such an unbelievable talent, like that elite top 3 level talent, you start forcing it. He had that. He threw like a 50-yard bomb into the end zone when Odell was not open. Lucky it wasn't intercepted. I'm really worried that we're going to start seeing a lot of those type of plays because last year with when he first came in, he didn't have any real deep threats. So he was just kind of like doing the offense, just going to where he's supposed to. But maybe with Odell, it's just trying too hard to make plays.
And Baker needs to assert himself in that huddle and tell Odell, hey, man, I'll get you the ball when you're open, dude. Like, shut the fuck up and just, run your routes and be where you're supposed to be. I think the really bad thing about that win – well, you know what? The good thing is like, yeah, they were ugly, they were off, and they still won by 20 points. I don't think it's too.
I think that says more about the Jets than the Browns.
The Jets.
Yeah, we didn't learn anything about the Browns. I still believe in them because I'm just going to always believe in them. But until we see what happens against the Rams, we haven't seen anything, especially their offense being inconsistent against a depleted Jets defense. We have no idea with the Browns yet.
All right. So we're going to put them at false hope for now or a wild card? What's it going to be?
False hope. Best case, I think, right now.
Hold on. Do we actually have enough AFC wild cards? Yeah, we do.
All right. So there it is. Now, let's get to the Snapper chats before all the people that Snapper chatted us leave.
We're going to get 500.
Here comes the line.
And we're going to do three each this time. Tree.
All right.
So... all right, Alex Moreno, who posted this at 4. Thanks, guys. Here's your Tiermaker behind. Everyone take a look at it. So it's nothing really changed from last week other than the Dolphins. Alex Moreno for $9.99. First of the day. Me and my girlfriend caught the game. That means he went there. Just asked Fives because he posted it on Instagram. Tree, you were wrong, LOL. Also, she told me to tell you the weekly song Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit.
Break Stuff.
Another live stream when I'm at work. Give me something to break. About your fucking face. All right.
You got the production down, Pat.
Give me something to break.
That sounds like crisp Limp Bizkit.
Yep. It's, what was his name? Fred Durst. Alex Moreno again. I feel bad for the Steelers, like really bad. Yeah, that was ugly. That's
all Ben. The whole city of Pittsburgh is pretty much ready to jump off a bridge.
That's all he did. It was like Tom Browning when his arm exploded. Remember that when he was pitching on the mound and his arm just went. Ben,
as I said, I don't really feel bad for Ben the person. I feel bad for Ben the talented quarterback.
That's a typical. Yeah. That's a typical urinating tree perspective on Ben Roethlisberger. A man he has hated for since day
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, I know.
This injury might be the thing that pushes him to retirement.
He says he's guaranteed money and he thinks he's going to come back. So
come on, he's
not expensive. If he didn't sign an extension, I could see him retiring. But I don't think he's not the same quarterback, and I don't think he's going to be the same even as this state.
Yeah.
Just going to be sad.
Do you think the Steelers cut him if Rudolph plays really well after the season?
No. Steelers have never been big on cutting loyal servants. They usually
what happens if Rudolph plays well? And Ben's like, I want to play next year. What happens then?
I don't know. That would be a crossroads. Yeah, I hope they go with Rudolph.
Worst nightmare. But it actually worked out. Like I was, as a Giants fan, you're secretly hoping that Eli gets injured as the way to end it, but it's not. That's a sad way. That's a sad thing.
You got them.
Yeah, the streak was over after he got benched for Geno Smith.
Yeah. Alex Moreno for $1.99. The Dolphins truly are an Amtrak crash. Pathetic. All right.
Where's the vid, Tree? Where's the vid?
We want to know.
I have to devise what I'm doing with them. All the football shit's getting me busy.
All right, you got the next three. Tree.
All right.
From Alex Moreno.
Oh, God. And Alex Moreno for more Pittsburgh pain. How about Felipe Vasquez? Another failure of the Pirates. My Dodgers are too iffy right now. We still got to make the World Series or it's a pathetic collapse. You're lucky that the Pirates demanded the moon, or else this would be your problem. Because the Pirates apparently didn't know about this. They didn't know the FBI was going to investigate them. But I wanted him gone in July, but because I felt like his value was never going to be higher. But I figured it would have been because of Tommy John, not because of him being a degenerate pedophile. Like him, sexting 13-year-old girls.
He forgot he was in the MLB and not the NFL.
No, he forgot he was just in America, period.
True.
It doesn't matter what country you are. You're sending dick pics to a 13-year-old. I don't give a fuck. That's wrong in all countries.
Of course.
Even some.
It doesn't even matter about his trade value. His trade value's gone. But dude, at this rate, if this is true, get the fuck out of the league. Get the fuck out of the country. You'll be pitching in Mexico and Cuba.
Yeah, if they take him.
Yeah.
No, they'll probably take him. He's a resident of Venezuela, so.
Yeah. Well,
true.
Yeah, you can always go back to Venezuela. They're like, hey.
Oh yeah, that beacon of stability.
He's not gonna go back. He's like, no, I'm not coming back.
Oh, don't worry.
All right, what do you got?
He has to. Alex Moreno 5. My GF's family said hi and loved your vid on the funny College Bowl name. Thanks. Got tickets for the Pac-12 Bowl in Vegas next year. Lowell Allegiant Stadium.
Oh yeah, that's a terrible stadium.
Allegiant Stadium.
Is that the Sam Boyd, but just renamed Allegiant?
I have no idea.
So. I think so. I'll look that
up
while you read this next one.
One more. First overall pick. Dolphins, Steelers, or Jets? That's tough. It depends how Dolphins or Jets.
Dolphins.
Yeah. Dolphins.
I'd say Dolphins. Jets could be sneaky, but I think they're just good enough with Le'Veon to.
The problem with the Jets is they care about their jobs too much to tank.
Well, Darnold will come back. They'll probably win a couple more games.
Yeah.
But by then the season's going to be over. Have you seen their schedule coming up? They got New England, Dallas, Philly, New England. They could go 0-6.
They can play
very easily.
defense. I'm telling you, they can play defense. You guys are sleeping
if they're healthy.
Yeah, it's true. Jared Froman, $10. 2-week NFL sum up. That's great grammar right there. Eli Manning out of a starting job for now. Well, the only way he's going to start again is if he gets traded. Big Ben out for the season. Drew Brees out for half a season minimum. Lions surprisingly haven't lost yet. They're at 1-0-1. Yeah, a lot of optimism if you're a Detroit fan. They should be 2-0, but
they should be 0-2. But they blew it, and the Chargers blew it. That's why you're 1-0-1.
Yeah. Sad times, friends. But they did
I'm not impressed.
They did steal a fucking win from the Chargers, a team that should have by all means beaten them.
We keep forgetting they keep playing us like a damn fiddle every single time.
That's true.
That was more the Chargers playing down to their competition.
That's true.
I didn't know Philip Rivers or / Dan Fouts could do that.
I don't know. I'm putting this sweatshirt on. All right, Alex Moreno. My girlfriend saw AD hit Brees' hand and asked why Donald high-fived him until he walked to the sideline screaming in pain. LMAO. Now that's an ass blasting. Nice. Oh, did y'all see Juju get tackled where the defender grabbed his hand and they played?
That was weird.
Yeah.
I mean, it lasted for like way more longer than it should have. It like started to get awkward after a while. I was like, oh.
Play some Waltz of the Flowers to that and call it a day.
And then I'm going to read this last one from Alex. $1.99. I bless my dog and my TSX with more Rams gear. Alex is loving the Rams right now. If you're an LA Rams fan, you're digging it. All right.
The move to LA is somehow working.
Yep.
The league is the suits are thanking God the Rams are not the Rams are not the lambs right now. Instead, they're the slams, like my mother likes to call them.
Slams. All right, Trey, you're up.
That I can do. Alex Moreno. It's also going to be 6 p.m. in California when you read this, SC.
Oh, you skipped 2, I think. You skipped
Jared Froman. So Lions next 3 games at Eagles versus Chiefs and versus Packers. I'd be shocked if they won more than one of those. Also, NTF for 0-16 Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, the Lions needed to be 2-0 before they hit this stretch.
Yeah. Like I said, they're lucky they're not even 0-2.
They're going to be.
And also, one more from Alex Moreno. My manager even wants to watch this stream.
Damn. He's infecting his place right there.
Patient zero, man. You got to worry about patient zero.
Every time. Every time.
Here's the next one. Tree, can you from Alex again? Alex is just fucking spending all his money in $1.99 increments too, which is hilarious. Tree, can you guys sing "Photograph" by Nickelback? Come on, man.
Look at this photograph. Every time it makes me laugh. What's that on Eli's head?
You gotta sing it as Harry Carey. You gotta sing it as Harry Carey. Hey, look at this photograph. All right.
It's Eli just staring into the 1,000-yard stare against the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, that one game where you're just like, what's going on?
All right, Alex Moreno. Expect a large audience of my friends and coworkers. Thank you. Spreading the word. Spreading the word.
Patient zero. Infecting with dead air.
I'm going to read all these Alex Morenos. New series, Miami Meltdown. Football's Chernobyl. Ooh. That's ugly. That's ugly.
That would imply they're 3.6 Runkin. Not great, not terrible.
Yeah.
That's the Titans.
The 72 Dolphins come out the woodwork. They're finally going to be perfect again. A perfect failures.
All right, Alex Moreno for $4.99. This is the last one of his initial run right here. Take all this money from my super chats and ride the Sunset Limited Amtrak line out to LA for a meet and greet. LOL. You guys are popular out here. Go Rams. I might be out in LA in October. I might. So
LA, not bad.
Ooh.
Get up.
Stop by Sacramento.
Yes. I'm going to go up 8 hours up the road to Sacktown. Sure. I'll be up there.
Just take a flight up or something. Yeah. Take a train.
It's like an $80 flight.
Really?
What I've actually thought is y'all should create your own crap posting con, like a sports crap posting con for y'all. It's like a big con, but for shit posting.
Shit con. Yeah. We'll do that.
Y'all need to do that because y'all are definitely not going to be ever invited to VidCon. Y'all are never going to want to go to VidCon, and y'all need a con to gather up all the masochists, the sadists, and all those pessimistic sports fans.
KTO is 2/5 of the way to 1 million. He'll be there someday.
He'll be the super famous type.
We'll do it in Cleveland.
We'll do it in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Always the Cleveland.
Shit ton. All right, you start with El Chris.
El Chris, 5. Hey, 5 points vids. Here's an idea. Weird stadium name. I'm saying this because Bang Brothers placed a $10 million bid on the naming rights for the Heat Arena.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, first of all, I've never heard of Bang Bros. I don't know who that is.
I have not. I'd rather have Brazzers Arena, and you could just make the catch line where you're fucked whether you're home or away.
That's right. Could you imagine the VIP suite, the owner's suite, though? If Bang Bros had like a suite, everyone would want to get in there. They'd be like, yeah.
The derp Mahaj.
So
does it come with a happy ending?
What's
Oh.
What's hilarious about that is that one company actually owns all of them. It's called MindGeek. They're actually IT guys, and they own Brazzers, Bang Bros, and all that stuff. So it was a complete PR move to do that because no arena is going to be like, yeah, let's put a porn site on the outside. Sure. MindGeek owns Pornhub. Like, they own all those sites. So,
and 10 million is not going to be enough.
No.
Oh, you need to start the B. You need to start the B, a billion.
They very smartly marketed that. They were like, we know they're not going to accept our bid, and everyone's going to be talking about Bang Bros Arena. So that was brilliant. Brilliant. All right, you're on the squid. Yeah.
The squid. Is it safe to say that Miami's tank is officially Fitz magic proof? Also, with Eli benched and Big Dick Nick on IR, is there any force in this universe that can stop the Patriots?
Maybe Pat Mahomes. Yeah, he's our only hope.
Pat Mahomes or
Kyle Rudolph.
Kyle Rudolph.
Yeah. Baker, baby. Baker and the underachieving Browns.
Baker's going to pull something out of his butt.
Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not happening. Not only will the Broncos not even make the playoffs, they're not even going to be they're going to be dead last in the West.
Yeah.
Could get traded. And then be a backup and just like pop out like the Undertaker.
No, he's gonna be retired. No, he's not gonna have the choice in the matter. He's gonna be retired because he's so elite.
A lot of QBs are dying, man. A lot of QBs. This is the year that the QBs get put down. It's a changing.
It's the year where everything's putting down.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have that generational shift of new quarterbacks coming in. It's official. I think
it's already been starting, but now you have to do a kicking and screaming.
Until Brady's gone, we're still here.
Brady die already.
Until Brady and Rodgers are gone.
Yeah. All right, one more from you, I think.
Yes, sir, from Uncultured Barbarian. If there was a movie about the Giants, it would be called The Walking Derp, and it would star Dave Gettleman.
You know what I thought about?
My correct one would probably be Forrest Derp starring Eli Manning.
Oh, my God.
No, it'd be starring, let me see, who's the most cancerous on the team? It has to be Ben McAdoo, because he started this. He literally started this movement.
Yeah, but here's the thing with Gettleman. It's like he is the guy that it's actually brilliant. They're like, all right, we're in a time of transition. Let's let Gettleman fuck it all up, and then we'll fire him and we'll blame him for it and be like, we hired an idiot. Then we'll bring in somebody for real and they'll fix it and get all the credit.
But here's the problem, 5 points. The Giants don't fire GMs. They let them go.
Yeah, well, I don't see.
The reason why Reese was there for so long is because he had the previous GM's player.
Well, Reese, I don't see him working at another place, so that was kind of bad. All right. Ernie Accorsi set up that run, not Jerry Reese. Uncultured Barbarian. Giants, Dolphins in December. Prepare yourselves for a Chink Bowl. Yeah.
That's going to be the cruiserweight tank bowl, in my opinion. If we're going to do like wrestling belt analogies, that's
I
the
think the
cruiserweight.
Dolphins will have it locked up by then. I think this is going to be the most runaway tank bowl you've ever seen. Like I think the Dolphins could have that number 1 overall wrapped up by week 10.
This could be the season where the NFL finally says we're going to do a lottery draft because of the Dolphins.
They'll never do that. They'll never do that. Two teams went 0-16. Come on now. Let's be real.
But how efficient these tanks are. How efficient.
No, what you got to be more alarmed about is trading cost-controlled young talent. Tunsil's only in the league for like 3 years. Minkah's only in his second year. Kenyon, you're probably going to trade. So,
all right, and then here's my last one. Beast of Metal. Hey, what's up? What happened to that sneaky name that what was his name last week?
I forget.
I know.
I misremember.
It was like something. It started with an S. How could we forget? We read his name like 15 times. That's what happens when you get old.
It changed it. That's why I couldn't see it.
The fastball is not there anymore. I have one thing to say about last week. Thank God YouTube doesn't take the DeviantArt approach to screen name changes. Also, I'm also unimpressed by the Minkah Fitzpatrick trade. Initial reaction notwithstanding. Yeah, I don't think he's feeling that trade. First round pick was a lot to give up, but he is a good. You need safeties, man. You need guys in the middle of the field on defense.
Their secondary has always been a massive issue.
Yep. All right. It's your turn now, Tree.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. From Amigdio's back. Today's my B-day. All I want is the season to end. Ain't happening, buddy. If you're going to be miserable with us, you're going to join us and like it.
Just my friend, remember, it's 2 weeks away from hockey season. That's just keep that at the back of your mind, and everything will feel better.
And just watch the Penguins have some stupid drama come out as well, and everything falls to shit there.
Oh, please, hockey gods, please let this happen.
How about no? Beast of Metal 1989 for 10. I bet Fitzpatrick shaking his head at being traded from a shithole that tried to force him to learn 6 positions to a mediocre shithole that will probably try to force him to learn 6 positions.
Yeah,
I think that was one of the main reasons. Like, he felt he was being misplayed.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. He's a talent, and it was a smart get. So, who knows? My
TIE Fighter 94. I got one more. Yeah. Was at the Titans game last Sunday, and when I saw pyrotechnics fire in first thing I thought was, we are playing the Dolphins. That struck me as more of an omen than anything.
That was hilarious. That clip was getting played over and over again. Like, just it was very funny.
I recently thought of this idea. We should probably preemptively call PETA for the massacre of dolphins for the rest of the season. Preemptively, right before the Dolphins game starts, we call PETA and say there's going to be a massive dolphins killing.
They would think it's real. That's the problem. All right. Was that your last one?
Yeah, but then we could laugh at them.
Trevor Towermina for $4.99. First, Ben's injury, now Vasquez and his escapades. An interesting 48 hours for us Yinzers. Yeah, it's Pittsburgh's burning right now. Pittsburgh's burning.
It's penance for our arrogance for many, many years. The Pirates have always been our punishment, and now we must reap what we have sown.
And I'm waiting for the Penguins to complete the trifecta of disaster.
Yep. Can Gadzooks for 10. Gadzooks, who we also met up in Toronto. Can $10 buy Tree some liquor?
Maybe some airline level liquor, but I can make it manage.
You're gonna need all the liquor.
You can stretch it out.
Yeah, I can find a way.
And then we got 2 message retracted because we're taking too fucking long to read these. We're still not even to the ones that started after the show. By the way. And then I got one more from Privilege Failure, who I think is new, unless someone changed their name, for $4.99. The Daniel Jones era has begun as Ben McAdoo pleasures himself in his trailer. How long is it before Eli is sent back after old Danny Boy sucks hard? I think, if Daniel Jones gets injured, yeah, they're gonna feel stupid and have to put Eli in. But I'm a proponent for trading Eli because he deserves better than this shit organization.
Because
apparently he doesn't want to trade his no movement clause though.
Oh, well.
Don't we still have Kyle Lauletta on the roster still?
No, he was cut. So
who do you have as a third string quarterback?
I forget. I think it's just them two. I don't know who's bring.
No, it's Tanny. It's Tanny. Tanny.
It's Alex Tanny. So yeah, but I know that Lauletta was cut. So.
Oh, okay.
All right, up to you, Tree.
Yes, sir. Yes, sure. Zach Harden for 6 beer money for our failing teams. Carolina, Pitt, New York Giants. Cheers for this misery to end. Sorry, buddy. Unfortunately, it's not ending for us anytime soon. And if the Steelers have a bad season, this entire city will riot.
Yeah.
Because you do not take losing very well.
You don't deserve to riot. You haven't endured pain yet.
It's coming.
Pittsburgh has
Oh, don't worry. We've only endured pain in baseball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And in hockey for the early years, but really you haven't endured pain for other than baseball, which has been a dying sport for a couple of years.
Pitt football. If you follow Pitt athletics, that's pain.
But haven't they been better recently?
No, they're just mediocrity. It's really.
That was only during Peter Meme's tenure.
Yeah.
All right, keep her moving. I don't want to be here. It's already 9:51.
Oh yeah. Leo Doyle for 5. Hello, Salt Brothers. I got free 100 level tickets to see Cap Hell, the Ducks versus the Eternal Chokers, the Sharks tonight in San Jose. Wish me luck.
Preseason hockey's fun. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead, Drake.
Tiger 1989 for 5. What do you think are the chances of the Dolphins going 0-16 this season?
Very strong.
100%.
Very strong. They may accidentally slip into a win.
No, 100% Tree. It's good. These are the most efficient tanks I have seen in my NFL watching life.
Let's see. The Dolphins could beat the Jets. The Dolphins could fuck around and beat the Jets.
No, they don't have a defense. The Jets have a defense.
Oh, yeah. But, or they could fuck around and beat the Bengals. They're going to win a game. They're not the worst team I've ever seen. Those Browns were pretty
KTO, you've been pretty quiet recently. Got any thoughts?
I saw a couple tanking seasons, so the Browns didn't try to tank. That was the thing in 2017.
Yeah,
it was. They tried to win, and they almost won 8 of the games, and they still lost every game.
Yeah,
because of Hugh Jackson.
Yeah, it's like PTSD for me to think about tanking.
That's true. The Dolphins.
I like where we are now. So
the Dolphins are not even trying. All right. Did you read 3, Tree? Yeah, I
think I did. Yes, sir.
David Benjamin, $5. My 5-11 Steelers prediction may very well happen now. Mason Rudolph looked okay, but this is a learning year for him. Get ready for Steelers mediocrity. Yeah, go ahead.
If the Steelers go 5-11, it's a disaster because it traded your first round pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true. You get nothing.
I think they go 8-8. I think they go 8-8 with Rudolph.
You get nothing and you like it. Mason Mahoney, $4.99. Who makes it back to the playoff first? The Tigers or my Orioles? Gosh, Tigers way before the Orioles. The Orioles.
I gotta say the Tigers because of just the division. The Tigers are very antiquated. Their rebuild's not going well, but if you're the Orioles, you have to deal with the Rays, young upstanding Blue Jays team, the Yankees, and the Red Sox.
Mm-hmm. And they started their tanker. They started their rebuild earlier than the Orioles. The Orioles had kicking and screaming and being beat over the head with logic before they finally start their half-end rebuild.
And Detroit is also not strapped with the albatross of Chris Davis's contract. At least
they have Miguel Cabrera, though.
That's true.
He's almost done, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I think he's got a couple more years.
Yeah, but he's almost done compared to Chris Davis.
This is a big one for $25 from Brandon Davis. Thank you. Number 1, love you guys. For someone who lives with people who never want to talk sports, I absolutely enjoy listening to both of you. Thank you, Brandon. We're happy to provide you that content. 2, is there any team in the league with a greater gap in performance between offense and defense than Chicago? That's a great question.
I'm trying to think who would be Like you'd have to compare offenses and defenses. The only disparity maybe Arizona in the future, but it's way too early for that now.
If we're gonna talk about history, I think the 06 Bears.
What about
if you're doing that, you're probably
like
looking at 76 or 77 Falcons.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The Jets, though, without Sam Darnold, have no offense, and it doesn't even matter how bad their defense is. That's a huge disparity.
Just call them Le'Veon Bell, because that's all they are.
Yeah,
but Le'Veon Bells, everyone, with those ugly uniforms.
Yeah, those.
I like those black ones actually.
Yeah, you did.
I like their helmet. Cool. Everything.
I don't like their green ones, but those all blacks were cool.
They were okay, but I like their helmets. Like going back to the old the mid-tier Jets helmet, but everything else is just. Yeah.
All right, it's on you, Tree.
Yes, sir. Let's go for Beast of Metal 1989 for 10. Breaking. Kyle Busch complains about existence of small NASCAR teams after running into slow car. Opinion. Don't hate the players. In this case, Garrett Smithley and Rick Ware Racing. Hate the game, Rowdy.
Yeah, that it's weird that Kyle is complaining about these other small teams when he needs to just focus on his fucking racing. You know, he's got all the money and resources in the world, and he's getting smoked by others. You know, or he's complaining about them getting in the way. That's
probably by being lapped.
That's called it's called hating. That's what that is. It's called
pretty much
haterade.
Oh. I don't mean to interrupt the Snapper chats, but I just saw a little chat that said NHL labor peace. Did y'all hear that the CV?
Yes, I did hear.
Yeah, they're trying to.
I'm so happy.
NHL using logic. That's honestly a pleasant surprise for me.
They can't afford it.
Oh yeah, if they had another lockout, it would destroy any momentum the league had.
Yep.
Yeah, and they would probably fall below horse racing.
Yeah. All right, keep her moving.
Yes, sir.
It's almost 10 o'clock already. Holy shit.
Oh, no, yeah. Uncultured Barbarian. How about that Packers defense?
They look pretty good. They shut down the Bears, which was easy, but they won again. The
Vikings were kind of falling apart. I'm not super sold on them yet, but they're better than years past.
I think it's more of the other teams they played against than their defense themselves. I think they played some mediocre offenses.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah. What happened to their running game? Like, they have no running game. The Vikings, that is. Like, they're just...
Dalvin Cook's actually pretty good. I saw him.
Dalvin Cook just ran for ages.
Yeah, but it just seems like that I don't know.
They're not committing to it. You're saying?
Yeah. Well, they paid Kirk all that money, and they're like, hey, go out and win us games. And I think they need to rely on what's working versus what they invested in.
True. Yeah, I think that's the trap that all franchises run into. Do you put the ball into the hands of the guys you're putting millions of dollars into, or do you do what's working? And unfortunately, the Vikings are choosing the wrong path.
Odell.
They should have kept Keenum.
Yeah, Keenum's looked pretty good as a Redskin, I have to admit.
He was bad as a Bronco, though.
He was terrible because of Vance Joseph, but all right.
That's true.
Keep her going.
Yes, sir. Let's go for LA Superfly 94. Here lies Felipe Vasquez's career. Forgot to check ID before messing with PYT. Don't drop the soap while you're in the pen. Dodgers dodged a bullet.
He could have gone from a pedophile on a last place team to a pedophile on a World Series winning team. So,
I'm kind of surprised the Mets didn't try and go for him.
I'm very.
They already are pretty shell shocked from closers.
Yeah. All right.
Ed Luke Diaz.
Dodger of Zion for $20. Have some of the results of my first paycheck. Have some of the results of my first paycheck. My poor Eagles are the walking wounded. Yeah. Unit lost. Ugh. But don't let the football injuries distract you from the fact that I drew a bad card for the Boston Bruins. Yes.
Yes.
NHL fortunes. The tower card went to the Bruins. Yep.
And that pretty much it means everything's fucked.
Beast of Metal 1989. Props to KTO on 400K subs. Props to you, my man.
Definitely, man.
Round of applause, sir. Round of applause.
Yeah. You have that one video that has 15 million views, right? The bottle.
It's 10 million, but yeah,
it's a whole lot more than the rest of us, man.
I know.
I think I've had a
happy
couple
it's
that cracked
monetized.
the mill, but that's it.
Yeah, but you're consistent on views. You know what I mean?
It's high floor, low ceiling.
Mm-hmm. The one thing I will say, KTO, that I'm a little jealous of is that you are able to go like once every 2 weeks with your uploads and then get a shit ton of views for the 2 week. You know what I mean? Like but you're always at the 2 weeks. So people, like for me, I like to get them out every 2 to 3 days. And sometimes I think that hurts me because I put them out too much, but like.
It's trying to figure out the balance of YouTube.
Dude, I don't know what the algorithm is anymore. Everything I believe in, it always is proven wrong.
That's why I don't pay attention to the algorithm, because there's no point in trying to get it, because it always changes and you can't really grasp it.
Well, one thing, it's not an algorithm. It's like a million algorithms. So
another thing is if your video gets demonetized, because I know Tree's videos do, because he uses the highlights straight up. But for me, if my video gets like demonetized after like an hour, all of a sudden the views dip way down. And it goes
or
like,
you mean claimed?
Yes, it gets claimed, not demonetized. Sorry,
I've had that. I also have like issues like my Stanley Cup final got age restricted. My views,
I had that too,
and I mean plummeted.
What is
like? I was expecting like 500. It turned out to be like 200.
If you get the yellow, did that happen to me on the
I've had it happen a couple times.
Names, because like Dick Pole was in there, or fucking Wang Licken was one of the guys' names, and it got demonetized, and then I had it reviewed, and then it got turned back on, and it instantly shot up to like 50,000 views. I was like, it's amazing how they can fuck with you like that, you know? It's amazing.
Welcome to YouTube.
This is why we need a shit posters con to get the respect.
Beast of Metal 1989 for $5. Fear has a beginning. Evil has a beginning. The rise of one player will destroy a generation of fans. Apocalypse Daniel Jones this fall at MetLife Stadium. Oh, God.
Do you think the Buffalo Bills will win more games at MetLife than the Jets and Giants this year?
Yes.
You know, I can't remember a time when the Jets and Giants were both this bad. Oh, wait, that was last year.
Oh, no, wait, it's been this current millennium.
And the year before that.
Yeah.
And the year before that.
Yeah, and the year before
2016, the Giants made the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's right. That was the one fluke year. That's
right.
right.
A defense that year.
And Aaron Sherwood for $5. Urinating Tree, how many games do you think Rudolph can win now that the leader of men is gone?
6.
Depends on how the defense does.
I say 8.
Maybe 7 to 8.
I'd say 8.
You're such an optimist.
Oh, dude, I had them last year. I still had hope as a wild card contender. So,
you know what?
You upgraded quarterback. You upgraded.
Big Ben is gonna put some duct tape on that shit and come out for weeks 15 and 16. So
no, he's not.
He will. Oh, don't worry, it's Ben.
Son of a bitch.
He'll find a way. Mike Engels for 2. Love the show. Keep it up, guys. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah,
appreciate it, brother.
Engels.
And Champ Gold, could Clemson beat the Dolphins?
No, see, that's we were talking about this earlier.
Yes,
dude. All right.
They can make it close. I still think Miami can.
How many?
They can at least cover a Vegas spread.
Okay, even with the best team in football, right? Last year, Clemson. How many pros did they make? Like 10 out of a roster of 53. Okay. Like even a draft class of 12 from one team is a lot, right? That's only 12 of them are good enough to play in the NFL. You're telling me that 12 guys can beat a roster of 53 NFL players? No.
And they're still developing too.
Okay, 5 points. Then let me challenge you with this. Could they cover a Vegas spread?
They could. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. At least you can take that.
Yeah. All right.
20. I say they cover a 14-point spread against the Dolphins.
Maybe. Sam Stankovic, who has Charlie Sheen from Major League as his avatar. I guess it's progress since I'm now critiquing a 20-point win, but Browns are still sloppy. Yeah. Garrett for Defensive Player of the Year. I agree with that 100%. OBJ up to the hype, but man, that offense. What do you think about Myles Garrett, KTO?
Dude, he's the only jersey I have as far as the Browns jersey goes. He's unblockable. It feels like, but he's so undisciplined. He jumps off sides at least once a game, if not twice. The roughing the passers are just dumb, in my opinion. A lot of people are arguing that it should be football, that those are fair, but it's just don't do it. Yeah, it happens all the time. And if it comes in like they're going to beat the Rams, and on 3rd and 14, it's an incomplete pass out of bounds, and he gets a roughing the passer or something, like that's the kind of stuff that a winning team doesn't do. So
yeah,
other than that, I love the guy.
Yeah, I will say he's the one consistent draft pick in the past inception of these rounds. He's been the one consistent draft pick.
Yeah, at least moving before that. Like, yeah, if you look at the 2015 draft and before, it was awful.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I like his game, but he does need to work on his discipline. And he ended up, was it him that ended up breaking Simeon's leg later? Like that's why those.
It's his Lawrence Taylor moment.
Yeah, that's why those penalties exist. Like it's not for show. And I know everyone's been questioning. They're just like, oh yeah, what's roughing the passer? Well, it's guys breaking their legs because
it's that.
We don't watch teams to watch a 3rd string quarterback. We want to see the stars. You know what I mean? You don't want to see a guy you've never heard of who throws for 50 yards or whatever. It's not fun to watch.
So one guy.
Yeah, we at least want to see the guy that's in there because the starter made out with some skank in a New Jersey pub. That's what we want to see. All right. Joe Haas,
nice one.
$4.99. Hey guys, love the show. Every Tuesday night makes doing laundry at college better. Wow, he actually does laundry at college. I got to give him props for that.
Amen.
I remember
doing laundry in college.
Yeah, what's that?
I remember doing laundry in college. Well, senior year when I was in dorm.
Remember the dryer? You had to put like $10 worth of quarters just to get one load dry.
Pretty much.
Ridiculous. I'm so glad I never had to go to college, and I've only done community college. Thank God.
What do y'all think about the 2-0 Buffalo Bills? Yeah, the Bills can defend.
Dark horse.
Yep. Yeah, I think they're gonna.
I think they'll sneak into that wild card. They'll sneak in.
Who's over there thumbing out an email?
Not me.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. All right, you take over, Tree, at Misfortune.
Mason Mahoney.
No.
Misfortune Darkrai. Yeah. Dolphins 0-16. Will it happen this season?
That's the 3rd time we've been asked that, but
yeah, as I said, it's like
I'm gonna start.
They could be, maybe.
KTO
Boise Hawks.
They're gonna beat the Jets. I'm telling you. I will take a futures on them beating the Jets now.
KTO,
remember the Steelers' traditional play down to their competition. It's either going to be Arizona or it's going to be Miami or the Jets.
Wait, what do you asking me?
KTO, does this look like the last year, 2 years ago's Browns when you didn't see the 0-16, but does it look like it?
No, the thing is that team was like trying to win, and they were so young, and they got rid of so many guys before that. And they went through they had that crazy stretch where they went through 4 guys. They had Terrell Pryor playing quarterback that one game.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's different.
But at least the Browns, they look like they were close to winning something like that one Titans game where they missed the field goal in overtime.
They just didn't know how to win games. They'd be in the game until the 4th quarter and then throw a stupid interception or something. They just couldn't. They couldn't finish games.
Whoa, points. Calm down there. Calm down with the setting.
Yeah. Keep her going, Tree. Where are you at here? We read the Jake Brissell.
Mahoney.
Jared Brissell.
No bias. Ravens are Super Bowl contenders if they beat KC.
Well, anybody.
Because you got to beat KC, though.
Yeah, KC's the bar.
Anybody beats KC, they're an instant Super Bowl contender, I would say.
But they're not.
Even Miami.
Skylar
McCarthy for 5. Been watching you guys for a while now. You guys are great. Since I'm a huge Pats fan since 1998, when do you think Tom will retire?
Tomorrow, please.
We all thought this 3 years ago. Yet he never does.
When an assassin finally finds the right bullet.
Okay, I think if Tom Terrific wins his 7th Super Bowl, he has to retire, right? He has to know that
he's not.
Time.
He's too arrogant.
No, he wants to play too much, dude.
He's too arrogant.
So it's got to happen via injury.
He's got to get crushed on a roughing the passer by Myles Garrett. It's got to be
it's got to be
a leg breaking roughing the passer.
They got to be really, really bad. That's
I think the only way he retires is if he was drafted by the San Francisco 49ers.
What? I don't know. Okay.
That's the only way he was going to retire.
Luigi Pepper for $10. Hey guys, newer fan. Yeah, this is your first one. Congratulations.
Woo.
Thank you. Newer fan, and I love your stuff. Quick question from a Chargers and Utah Jazz fan. What's worse, being a fan of a traditionally bad team or a perpetual playoff losing team? Ooh, wow.
Ooh.
I would rather be a fan of a perpetually playoff losing team because you're right there. You know what I mean? Like you're one step
and you have
away.
hope.
You know,
you have hope.
You're playing
the mediocre team. You never have hope.
Yeah, you're playing relevant sports instead of just when it's over before it starts. It's really bad, and that's how I feel about this Giants team for the last 4 years. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The same. I pine for Tom Coughlin to come back.
Yep. Ace can
If you really want him, Jacksonville will probably get rid of him now because he's been a disaster down there.
Yeah. He's getting old, man. I think he's going to retire fully, you know.
And he deserves the Hall. I think he deserves the Hall.
He's going in the Hall for sure. Ace
he built
for California 5, which is Canadian. Can't help but feel bad for Tree and Pittsburgh sports fans in general now with Felipe Vasquez in the news for the worst reason possible. Yeah. Yep.
Pretty much.
Yep.
I think the only thing that'll make it worse is Pittsburgh has some type of disastrous drama.
It's like having Jared from Subway be your closer. You're just like, oh, fuck. Who knew? All right.
Yeah.
And then Jared Brissell follows up $150 Snapper Chat with another 21. So he's like got the he's got the Jake Brissell award. I forgot to specify which one. The title is Adventures of Captain Fat Fuck Part 2. It should have been an email to you. Also, I was going to send just 100, but someone did that already, so I wanted to go bigger. Hey, I've gone bigger.
We all do, right?
Yeah.
Bigger's better. I've seen that one. I might put that at like the next days of our Steelers. It's like a little gag thing. I could see that.
Buster Palmer, that's you, Tree.
Yep, Mr. Buster Palmer for $5. Jets to the dumpster. Broncos to the dumpster with Elway. Eagles and Browns false hope.
Yeah, that was a little late since we were.
As I said, we're pretty behind.
Yeah, but
Jets are that bad.
I don't think we put the Broncos in the dumpster. No,
they were just false hope. I think
false hope. And then
Jets are that bad. Lol. Landry disappointed me.
He did get it right with the Browns being at false hope.
Wait, Landry as in Jarvis Landry?
I think.
I mean, I would like to know more in depth of why they'd be disappointed. It's just he didn't get the targets. I think when he got thrown to, he made the catches kind of thing. It's just like Baker's not finding them.
Yeah, the problem is he has Odell Beckham on his team, and he's trying to throw it to Odell Beckham.
Yeah, I don't know. The thing with Landry is he's kind of up and down, you know? Like, he was that way
He's got hands, though. I guess maybe I'm not watching like the all 22, like seeing like if he's covered up or whatever. I don't know, but from what I've seen, he makes plays when he needs to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when he was on the Dolphins, he was just the only person there.
Well, on the Dolphins, he was getting like the 1 yard drag routes across the middle that would get 1 yard. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, okay, yeah, he doesn't have as many catches than he did in Miami, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Who's it? Tree?
Yep, it's me. Gadzooks for 10. Yu Darvish is 11 Ks through 4 against the Reds. In other news, the Reds are ready to compete in 2020. Lol. But they're beating the Reds right now. Or the Cubs. 4-2.
I'm looking at the MLB scores. The Mets are in the lead. Oh my gosh.
It doesn't matter, man. They had a brutal weekend. They're 5 games Mets, back now. Their tragic numbers down to 8.
The Mets losing last night was the death knell.
Yeah, unfortunately. As I said, it's not going to be this stretch that hurts. It's going to be June, July. You're going to be kicking yourselves for that.
Yeah.
It's a shame because, like, you've got too much to overcome now. You have 12 games left, 5 games back. Plus, you have to overcome Milwaukee, too.
Look, Giraffe Neck Mark and I talked last night on Twitter, and we said, look, they played relevant baseball all the way to September 16th, and that's more than we actually hoped. I thought they would be out of it by August. So
no, I think what's going to hurt the most is losing that 6-run game.
Yeah,
I think that's going to hurt the most.
That was terrible.
The issue is you have the talent, but I feel like it's a wasted year.
Yeah,
well,
same.
Another year I get closer to the grave, and the Mets do not win the World Series. Stick Fig Dude 7037 $10. Now introducing Madoff Rudolph as Commander Skinny Shit, leader of tanks.
Don't say they were tanking, though.
No, they're not tanking.
They're not tanking.
They're not.
They can't. They can't.
Okay. Drew
they don't have a first round pick. They can.
Drew just gave us $10. All right. KTO, if we get up in Sacktown, I'll put that in a stripper's G-string for you. All right. All right. And then Beast of Metal, $5. I think I'm reading an extra one, but no, I'm not. The Jets fan at my day job pouts for hours at the sentence. $35 million guaranteed for Le'Veon Bell or Adam Gritty Gase. Le'Veon Bell is the only guy earning his paycheck on that fucking
pretty much
squad.
He was the only one doing anything.
Yeah. He was single-handedly. He was Saquon. Like, the Jets are the Giants, but somehow, like, less derpy, you know?
Yeah, I honestly, I listened to a little bit of that Monday night game, and the commentators were saying Adam Gase is this offensive guru. No, he's not.
No, he divided a locker room in Miami.
Yeah,
and had really weird facial stares with the freaking fly eyes.
I think the problem with Adam Gase is nobody knows who he's talking to when he's talking to him. He's just like. He's like, is he talking to me to not miss my blogging assignment? He's just,
He's talking to the voices in his head.
Yeah. All right. It's your turn now.
Josh Bush, the NASCAR driver. Yeah, I don't know why you guys are even doing a stream. There is literally no news regarding sports right now.
Nothing happened this week, right?
Yeah, nothing. It's like July. Nothing's happening at all.
We're waiting to hockey season. That's all that's happening. We're waiting for hockey season.
I'm
Greg Godin for $5. UT, I've been a subscriber since 2017, and I love your content. Thanks, brother. Which sports teams are due for a legacy of failure, a lull cow, and a revisit? Legacy of failure, I've always wanted to do the Maple Leafs. Bengals would be next to the NFL. Lull cow, I'd probably say Dolphins, but that's more the anatomy of a tank. I mean, technically, they should have been doing this years ago, but they're going to fail because they're the Dolphins, and their infrastructure is garbage. And a revisit will probably be the Pirates because they've been a flaming wreck.
I thought a revisit was a team that was actually good when you called them shit, but I missed it.
Oh, no worry. There are plenty of those.
Yeah. You're going to revisit the Islanders first. You got to promise me you got to revisit the Islanders soon if they have another.
Maybe. We'll see.
And then
Jordan the Music Man for $2. Hey, I can't send super chats bigger than $2. Help.
Rob a bank.
You need more than $2 in your bank account. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you gotta like scroll to the right.
Yeah.
There's like a button.
Yeah.
Yeah, either like you either scroll or you could type it out.
Yes. Yeah, figure it out by the end of the show, please.
I don't have to do that.
Wiley the Coyote 109. Great name, by the way. Wiley, one of my favorite characters of all time. Tree, are you impressed with the Bills? Are you impressed?
I'm not impressed yet, but I like where they're going.
I'm generally happy because they've been so sad for so long. They got to stop falling into tables and throwing sex products onto the field.
Mr. Buster Palmer. I wonder if he knows Pamela Henderson. Mr. Buster Palmer. I want Tree to sing the Eagles song again. No, do not.
No. Die, Eagles, die! I'm road to Agon. I-G-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
I-G-G.
Eagles.
All right, and I'll read Mason Mahoney for $1.99. Now,
oh God,
sing "How You Remind
My
Me"
ears
by Nickelback.
By Nickelback. Oh God.
This is how you remind me who I really am. It's not like you to say sorry. Something. That's the thing.
Couldn't cut it as a shit
right,
poster.
Follow me on this.
Couldn't cut it as an athlete.
All right.
All the viewers are gone.
Yeah. Follow me on this, right? Nickelback are the anal beads of music. Like, just like you know all the lyrics to a Nickelback song, or at least some of the lyrics, like everyone knows the function of anal beads just by looking at them, right? Like you see a string of beads together, and you're like, oh, those are anal beads. Like
they're this generation's in sync. That you don't want to know them, but you're forced to know them.
Yeah, they're playing in a cave somewhere. All right, it's your turn, Tree.
Yes, sir. For Jackson Gonzalez, why do people keep saying the Jets season is now done? Looking at their schedule, even with Darnold, I don't see them better than 1-5 after the first 6. Yeah, as I said, like I can see them going 0-6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially with no Darnold, if his spleen keeps enlarged.
They look.
That's the biggest issue now.
They might be the ones to trade for Eli.
No,
Eli in its uniform.
Eli would. They're not going to trade him to unless they're going to trade him to someone that, like the Jaguars, who could use a QB and then start contending right away.
True.
Yeah, it's still UrinatingTree, I think.
Yes, sir. I got a couple more here. I got gaming football begins. The Daniel Jones era does.
That was like
Rich Wilson. Tree. How Pirates is it that their best player is going to go to jail and they're going to get anything for him? Pretty Pirates. And unfortunately, just wait until Starling Marte is involved with an underground drug ring or something like that.
Yeah.
that sounds about par for the course.
Do the Pirates have this history of these type of players?
Pittsburgh drug trials in 1985.
Yep, it was all
I mean, that's why I consider this year the darkest year since then. Because they had the Pirate Parrots selling drugs to guys like Keith Hernandez and Dwight.
Yeah, that was bad. Where are we here? The thing keeps moving.
Chibi Dirt Golems.
Here we go. Chibi Dirt Golems, $10. Top 4 FCS matchup this Saturday at 2:30 Central Time with number 4 UC Davis at number 1 North Dakota State University on ESPN+. NDSU looking to win their 25th in a row. Wow. While UC Davis looks to knock the Bison down a peg. Should be a good one. Hey, KTO, does North Dakota State ever come to Iowa? Do they ever play the
Iowa? I don't think so. I mean, I don't know what they're not in the Big Sky. I'm familiar with the Big Sky.
Okay.
But I think I don't think they play at all, and definitely not Boise or anywhere in Idaho. I don't think.
North Dakota State's more like FCS or D2.
Yeah, they're FCS.
I just want to. They're like a tough squad. I would think that someone would pay them to try to beat them and like get a little taste of Appy State, type shit. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I think no one wants to play them if you're an FBS team because it's like if you beat them, well, you beat an FCS team, but if you lose, then
I mean, you're ranking
you're playing a team with a lot of confidence because they destroy everyone at their level. So they're just a team that deserves to be in the FBS at this point.
I'll say this, like their come out like in their little, I think they play in the Fargo Dome, is a little goosebumpy. Like you're like, oh shit, these guys get hype. A little hype in there in North Dakota. All right, Elliot Koraeth for $5. I think the reason why Trubisky is bad is that he's unfit for the West Coast offense. I think he's just shit. Footwork is key in that system, and Trubisky has happy feet 24/7. I think he's not what he has not developed, and I think Brett Coleman just came out with a complete breakdown of like how he still makes rookie mistakes in his third year. And that's something that I just don't think is going to be corrected with age or experience. I think unless he proves me wrong somehow.
He's turning more and more into this is not the droid.
Yeah, he's like Rex Grossman, like a guy that was a first round or second round, I think, Grossman.
Grossman was first, I think.
Yeah,
late
who
first.
Just never developed. And Trubisky's a guy they traded up for, and he's got a lot of flaws that he hasn't corrected.
Actually, if you think about it, the 49ers, that trade for them blew up too. Like Solomon Thomas has not been what they have expected. Their mid-round picks didn't develop. They traded one of those mid-round picks, and that ended up becoming Alvin Kamara. So it's blown up in both teams' faces. It's like the RG3 trade again.
Yep. CMG Narvaez, $1.99. Bell or Barkley? Who's in a worse situation? Oh my God.
I'd say Barkley because he's not getting paid as much.
And he's also had no choice. Bell had a choice, and he's just an ass.
Barkley, though, is I don't know. I can't. I have. So many
I think eventually the Giants will get better within the next 2 seasons because they're going to be in that Cowboy situation of the defense will finally grow up, the kids will grow up, and then they'll be better.
I don't know. The Giants cause me so much pain. I think
I know.
I'm just gonna go cry.
I can't watch them anymore. I honestly can't watch them. Once I watch the first game, then I can't. even though, especially since I'm in Dallas and I can't watch them on TV.
Yep. All right, Tree, it's up to you.
Yes, sir. Gen Barrison for 5. Who's better at dolphin yeeting at this point? Miami or the deep from the boys?
Ooh. That scene in The Boys. Have y'all seen The Boys?
No, I haven't.
KTO,
Nah.
have you seen it? What do you poor bastards not have Amazon Prime? Oh my god.
I don't have Amazon Prime.
I don't use it that much.
Okay. The Boys, you have to watch it. Everyone in the chat who's seen The Boys, hit me with a little, this emoji. Because there's this, you just have to see it, man. That was a great reference, Gen Barrison, who I think is trying to say that he's Ben Garrison. And someone was telling me, I had a cookout and they saying that The Boys, that the comic is like even more graphic than the show itself. But anyway, we're trying to get caught up. We're almost there, Gulf City. All right. I think it's on you, Tree, with gaming football.
Yep, gaming football. Urinating Tree, you're my favorite sports tuber. Thanks, brother.
Hey. You're all
Black
right.
Bull for 5.
It's
Keep
not
up the
KTO's
good work,
not
boys.
even here. What?
Yeah, we got like a bunch of sports tubers here, man.
Yes. Black Bull 77.
I'm just here for the free stuff.
Hey, that was 2 back-to-back self-affirmation.
Yeah, I mean, it boosts the ego a little bit, right?
Yep.
Mason Mahoney for $1.99. Who gets all new starting QBs next season? This is the year of the QBs dying. It's all true. This is, I think Derek Carr's gone in Vegas. I think Cam Newton will probably they'll move on from him. I think obviously Daniel Jones, Case Keenum is not going to start. Dwayne Haskins is going to be in there.
Flacco's gone.
Yeah, Flacco is a rental for sure. No, I think the only ones that are steady are like the guys like Goff and Mahomes. That's it.
Or
That's
the
all
young guys.
Mm-hmm. Prescott will be there after.
What about Dolphins? Do you think they get Tua, or do you think Lawrence?
They better fucking get it for what they're about to go through. Holy shit!
But here's the thing: they have Josh Rosen on their roster. What are they gonna do with him?
Cut him.
Probably trade him for a 7th round pick.
Cut him.
The poor bastard.
Trade him to the Patriots.
He hasn't helped himself. He should be able to beat out Ryan fucking Fitzpatrick. He should play.
Yeah, why haven't they started him yet?
Because they don't want to ruin him.
I mean, they played Josh a little bit.
If they put him in and he gets destroyed, can you imagine just like ruining a quarterback's career? I mean, that's just.
They got to play him against the Jets. They have to play him against the Jets.
Yeah.
And to think, I liked that pick at the time.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. That was a good pick. The Cardinals tricked him up.
Alex Moreno, who's back with he's singing this to us. Look at this photograph.
Every time it makes me laugh.
Makes me laugh.
Alex Moreno again, KTO. My college stadium is worse than yours. Wow.
Ooh, shots fired.
Is he trying to say that Boise State? Yeah.
Is he referencing from your video 5 points?
Yeah, the Kibby Dome is what he's trying to say. Ours has homeless people camping out in the foliage Citrus Stadium in Glendora, California, on top of rats. Yeah, that is pretty bad.
I believe it. There's a lot.
At least the Kibby Dome. The Kibby Dome might have had livestock in there, but not homeless people.
Yeah, but the difference is the Kibby Dome's a Division I like legitimate stadium. But that one's probably like NAIA
I gotta
junior
write
college.
that down. So hold on, Citrus State, because I'm doing worst stadiums part 3. I'm writing this down. Citrus Stadium. All right. Tree, go ahead.
Yes, sir. We got Skylar McCarthy for 10 Canadian. UT and 5 points. You guys are amazing. Just sucks we won Pittsburgh up in week 1. Now, what does Pittsburgh do with Mason Rudolph? Here is my college money. Take it.
Wow, I'm gonna say I really appreciate that you would rather give $10 to us when you know currency in college is so important.
Of course,
man.
Dude, I feel surprised when anyone gives us money, to be completely honest.
That's a dime.
And I'm not saying that to kiss ass. I'm like, dude, that's food money, that's beer money, that's gas money, that's rent money.
That's like half a joint right now.
Yeah, and you're giving out to some shit posters on the internet.
It's a testament to how good y'all are.
That's like a half a month membership to Bang Bros right there.
Yeah.
All right.
And we circle back.
Go ahead. Tree. Keep. We're almost
a couple
there.
more.
Yep.
Matthias CB Kazama for $2. Looks like, was that Russian?
Yeah, I'll take some rubles.
Nothing wrong with a couple rubles.
Rubles. Yes, rubles.
$2 for Skylar McCarthy. Again, are my Toronto Raptors screwed?
Yep.
I don't know about that. I don't think you're screwed. You still have talent.
They're still going to make the playoffs.
You just lost the best player in the NBA. You'll be fine. Just like Cleveland was after they lost LeBron.
Well, here's the thing. They have more than just LeBron. Cleveland had nothing but LeBron. At least the Toronto Raptors have talented enough to make the playoffs.
Had a team that lost to LeBron without Kawhi before that. So,
yeah.
They're a conference finals team before.
Mm-hmm.
El Cris for $2. Dolphins, the NFL team that South Park got right. Ooh. Oh, hey, I like this one here. Mustard Bus for $4.99. Good seeing you. He's back. What's up, guys? Man. I still miss seeing these live. Yes. I'm sorry about your Panthers, I'm sorry, buddy.
Tear falls down face.
Sad times in Charlotte. And Matthias CB Kazama gave us 2 more rubles. Thank you.
Nice.
Appreciate it.
And Z Epic plays for 2. U-Tree, big fan. When's the Josh Rosen era coming?
Never.
If Mason Rudolph falls to shit. And it's not going to be Josh Rosen. It'll probably be Eli Manning. Something stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Steelers, they're not a tanking team.
Yeah.
They're not going to tank.
And they can.
Well, I mean, trading your first this year solidifies that you can.
Mm.
The Ratchet Podcast. Today's my birthday. Happy birthday, brother. Hope it's gone well for you, my man.
Happy 9th
Woo, happy birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And Alex Moreno for 5. Got some Halloween costume ideas for y'all. 5s is Mr. Clean. Tree is Frankenstein.
Yeah.
KTO, Patrick Mahomes. Flemlo is Chief Keef. And Brandon is Captain Obvious.
I actually have a costume for myself. David Gettleman in his Vietnam attire with a metal plate in his head.
Oh, I mean, I do have the mobility of a Frankenstein, so it could work out.
KTO was a left-handed Patrick Mahomes out there in Dallas.
I don't know if I'm nice enough for that.
Yeah. You know what, KTO, I was driving the other day and I was thinking about that touchdown that you threw me.
Oh yeah, that was.
He was throwing it. That was a dime.
That was right on the money.
I'm gonna put that on a tape and send it out to some schools.
Yeah, I mean, it was so perfect. Like, I just remember just looking up and there was the ball like right there, and I was like, oh yes. And then I did a little roll in the end zone like after I caught it. It was poetry.
Yeah, we should become a traveling flag football team.
The Oracle of offense.
Should go barnstorming.
And I'll be the offensive coordinator.
There you go. There you go. All right, the Lone Wolf 43. I think this is it. We're getting near the end.
Yeah,
wasn't Cam Newton injured in preseason? Could have sworn he was. Correct. I think he hurt his ankle, and he's recovering from
leg, and then he re-aggravated it again.
And then I think that he has probably brain damage, and that's why he's putting those scarves on to keep the radiation.
And those hats.
And the shoulder, too.
Uh-huh. Gosh. 615 Death Dealer. Wow. That's
interesting.
Quite a name right there.
That's
5
a name.
Bones. Should we call Jim Carrey to find the Dolphins' offense?
At this rate, they're going to be run by Ray Finkel.
Yeah.
I know at this rate they're going to be relegated.
I'm making a Ray Finkel reference in my next video, by the way. I'm excited for that.
I hope he gets gonorrhea and dies.
Dan Murray. Laces out. Skylar McCarthy for 10. Maybe this time I'll get a Bang Bros membership since you suggested it. LOL. Please
this is the theme of the stream.
Please come back to Canada. We're gonna sincerely consider going back to Hamilton, Canada, because weed's legal there. For me, anyway.
Yeah, so in California too.
It's true.
Yeah.
Is it?
And Colorado if we want to see
do they have dispensaries?
That's where we should host ShipCon. That's where we should host it. Colorado, Hamilton, or California.
KTO, do y'all have dispensaries in NorCal, or is it only in Southern California?
From my house, I'm telling you, within like a 2-mile square radius, there's like 4 of them.
Nice. I don't know what I would do. I would just,
you would die.
You'd be stoned.
You'd be dead.
No, you're more likely to die if you buy it on the black market, apparently, because
it's way safer at the stores. You get every stat on everything.
Oh yeah. You're like, this was not cut with vitamin E, by the way, so you're not gonna die from lung illness. All right, read these last two, and we can call it a show.
That I can do. They keep reloading, so I gotta refresh my
thingamajigger now because they're getting instant feedback.
Yeah. Oh,
Craig
I can
Smith,
see it now.
Former goalie.
Craig Smith. Internal server. Or fuck you, YouTube. Craig Smith for 2. Hi, guys. Big fan here. Hawks fan here. Honest thoughts. Talking about Blackhawks?
No, I think he's talking about the
Talking
Seahawks.
about the Boise Hawks.
Yeah, Boise Hawks.
The Atlanta Hawks, even. Yeah, Blackhawks. Yep. I think they got a shot at the playoffs.
They're scary.
I mean, it depends on their goaltending situation.
You don't think he's talking about the Seahawks? I think they're going to make the playoffs, too.
Yeah, same.
Well, it's good to be a Hawks fan right now.
Skylar
No
McCarthy
what
for $5 on the same subject from Mr. 5 Points. At least weed is legal here. Fortunately, you do not have good beer in Ontario.
Yeah, you got to go to the brewery, apparently.
Apparently, yes. Not the LCBO.
Yeah, LCBO stands for Liquor Can But...
Control Board of Ontario.
No, yeah, something.
But you all get the watered down shit. And Brandon Davis for 10. Why can't the Cubs die? And how does the NL playoff picture shake out?
I haven't even looked at the MLB standings because I know that the
Mets are 5 games back. The Phillies are leading right now. The Brewers won. Mets are leading. Cubs are leading. I think the Nationals are leading the Cards right now. So
the Cards are gonna fucking go to the playoffs, dude. I cannot stand this, dude.
Here's the issue: St. Louis and the Cubs play each other 7 times in the next 10 days.
Oh man,
and that's what's gonna do it.
Yeah, but the Cubs.
So here's the thing: like Milwaukee's gonna sneak in because they have a cakewalk schedule. Washington probably. So like. Washington has an easy schedule. The Mets, the issue for them is they play Atlanta in their final series, and they might get crushed.
Well, at least we could say for the at least we could say the Twins are probably not gonna face the Yankees in the first round.
Here come the Snapchats again. Like they don't want us to go
we
to
thought
bed.
we were done.
Right? Like we don't have. We're not tired. Like, I'll dance for you guys. I'll be your
dance monkey. I don't have sports ball to make.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I don't dare to eat. It's fine. I'm fine.
I don't want to need to go to the gym tonight. Fuck it.
Our CPM is amazing right now. Uncultured Barbarian. The funniest thing about legalized weed in Canada, somehow the government of Ontario lost $43 million. Like, how do you lose $43 million on illegal weed?
All you got to do is put like Girl Scouts and pizza places right next to the weed parlors. You're going to make that money back.
How does that happen? Somebody's embezzling for that because every place that's legalized weed is printing money. Money.
Well, it's Canada, though, so Trudeau's never been the
they're
logical
all
terms.
He's not the smartest knife in the drawer.
No. Can you guys do the bald sound effects for 5? What's the bald sound effect?
Probably the one from SpongeBob.
Bald!
My eyes.
The one I throw in.
Yeah, there you go. And then Skylar McCarthy, honest thoughts on the Blue Jays. I like those kids of the major leaguers. I wish Kevin Biggio would hit a little bit more, but I like Vlad Jr. a lot.
They're going to be good in a couple of years.
Yeah,
Kevin's pretty good.
Yeah,
their rebuild will be their window will eventually open, and they'll be like all small market teams. Window's going to open. They're going to have their shot, and then they're going to die off like all small market teams.
If you guys have any shot? Hector Neris is in the game for Phillies, who is more of a dumpster fire than Ed Luz Diaz. He just gave up a home run. It is now 5-4 Philadelphia with nobody out in the bottom of the ninth.
KTO, you're gonna be there too someday, buddy.
We'll see.
You're working on it.
I don't know, man. Like we have some contacts. Just saying.
All right. Read these last two, and we're gonna call it. If you Snapchat us after we read these last two, we're not gonna read it. How about that?
Nicholas Rijwani for 20. Hey, Seahawks here. Love that Super Bowl 40 rematch. Yes, I'm still mad, and we love you for it. I'm sorry you shouldn't have had your tight end drop all those passes. Also, the Pirates and Mariners have both not made and won the World Series in the same amount of years. Mariners' existence since 1977. Pirates won in 1979.
You know why go ahead.
I think I was looking at MLB scores. The Mariners beat the Pirates 6-0.
Yeah, dude. Like the reason why is because you've had this massive bombshell on you. You can't focus on baseball.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm not shocked that they lost.
I think. I think the reason why the Seahawks lost that Super Bowl 40 was because Jeremy Stevens, I think, Hope Solo was sending him pictures of her asshole. That's what it was. So that's what
I think Philly might be blowing this.
Yep.
Block the guy on first. So. And one more, Alex Moreno for 2, like the SpongeBob one.
Wasn't that like the SpongeBob Logan, Alex? I would think
that was the ball. Yep.
Exactly. I was accurate, sir. I feel insulted. Block him on Twitter.
Some people in the chat got my reference there. You guys did not, because you guys, number one, don't watch Amazon Prime. Okay, so you're out of my inner circle of friends. And two,
whatever.
I have it. I just don't watch the shows. I watch the movies.
And neither of you know what Bang Bros is. Never heard of it.
My parents are on. I can't talk about that. My parents are listening.
All right, we finally made it. KTO didn't get to talk much.
I think he was just sitting back watching the shit show.
We talked about the Browns early, and then we wait.
Oh, never mind.
All right. Do we have any final thoughts? Because it's already 10:40. This is one of the longest shows we've done. We have
one of them.
Are you planning an NHL previews dumpster fire soon?
Possibly.
May I join that?
We'll think about it.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I'll just if you want to bring me in for the second half hour or something whenever you're starting to pick, I could just say which PF teams we should do. I'll probably pick.
KTO, any final thoughts? Thanks for coming back.
No.
We need to hang out.
Yeah, thanks for bringing me back, dude. Come down to Sacramento.
Dude, let me sleep on your couch, and then you just fucking...
we got a bed for you.
All right.
Then start the shit con off the cuff.
Dude, I need to get my money right, waiting. It's fourth quarter, this is the life of the YouTuber that relies on sponsorship dough. You're just where are those, do you guys go out to the mailbox and be like, is that check coming today?
Where's the SeatGeek check?
I got mine digital deposit, baby.
Oh yeah. Well, you're still
waiting.
But it's
just you're waiting.
You're like, come on. Is it today? I gotta pay.
It's today payday.
Oh, I had to pay third quarter in taxes the past week. It's
I
don't want to pay taxes anymore.
I know, it fucking sucks. You're you feel like you're buying nothing, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's apparently supposed to be easier come tax time, and so I won't have to pay a shit ton. But still.
All right. I got no final thoughts, so I'm gonna have to sign off. All right. Everybody, hey KTO, thanks for joining us. Paul, thanks for coming on, and as always,
problem.
My partner in crime, Urinating Tree. We'll be back at this next week. We'll be ranking the Tiermaker again, and we'll see how it is. We'll see whether we're optimistic. I'm gonna try to get Flem next week after they go 0-3. So.
Oh, dude, maybe we can join the Steelers and we can both be 0-3, and they'll laugh at me.
I just want to hear him unfiltered just bitch like in his video, where he's just staring at the camera with that blank look in his behind his eyes, where he's just fucking pissed, and you know it's so real, he's not faking at all. That's what I want to get on the show. All right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm 5 Points Vids, and you made it to the end of the stream. See you later, guys. Thanks for all the Snapper chats. Oh, thanks to the mods, everyone, and I gotta get out. It's late. See ya.
Yeah.